Hello and welcome back again to Dragon Age Origins. We still need to find that damn Archdemon because we really need to kill it now. But first we need to take care of these ogres and the Hurlock emissary, so let's get right to it. I will collect an anti-magic ward from Morrigan and then we can go. Alright, so I see the emissary and the ogres. Okay, they are over there. Okay, I am imprisoned, then Alistair needs to take care of the emissary. Go right after it, please. Yes. And yeah, maybe you can freeze that guy. And now you can dispel that thing. Alright. And I will help you with that. I don't know, Morrigan, if you should take on that guy on your own. Maybe if you put a misdirection hex on it, maybe then it'll work. Alright, Warcry. And
I'm sorry.
now let's take care of that thing. Well, actually you're doing quite well with the ogre. Good on you. Good on you. I hope I didn't... No, I did not catch my dog in it. Yeah, take a health pot just in case. And now we can continue. Alright. Okay, the emissary is down. And Morrigan killed the ogre. Well done, well done. Okay, and now we have to take care of this ogre.
Just die already.
Morrigan, can you heal me, please? Alright, yeah, that was well timed. No, actually he got Alistair. Well, I think Alistair has enough health to survive that. Maybe you can overwhelm it? I don't know. Try it. Yeah, Morrigan, maybe you should heal Alistair as well. Okay. Okay. Let's loot. Everything in here. Wow, look at all those chests. They really want to make me feel sorry for not bringing a rogue, huh?
Now's better than later.
But then again, come on. Oh, I can actually open this. Oh! Well, that is convenient. Okay, I can't open these. Fair enough. An amethyst, yes. Exactly what I need right now. Okay, and these are all rogue only. Now I can open this. No, okay. Alright, let's continue. Now this is where I came from. I need to continue this way. So, oh, rooftop. Oh, this is where we need to go, right? This is our destination. So, does this mean we can finally fight the Archdemon? Ooh, I'm nervous now. Yeah, this is it, guys. Hang on a second. There's one thing I want to try.
Something you
Alistair?
need, my dear.
No, wait a second. Not on the stairs. This is awkward. Let's go over here. And now let's try this
Something you
again.
need, my dear.
Yeah,
well,
something
we're
private.
not exactly alone.
Yeah, I
What
know,
did you
but
have
this
in
is
mind?
important. Yeah, I mean, not that I do not trust Morrigan's magical expertise, but just in case this whole thing goes sideways, I think we should have one last kiss.
Oh, but what about our audience? You don't
Come
think
on, it doesn't matter yet.
Oh, go on. You are both making me ill.
two birds with one stone? I could get to like this.
I should have tried this much earlier. I didn't even realize I could do this, but I wanted to give it a try. Alright. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Okay, let's go. What could possibly go wrong? Let's have a quick save, just in case something does go wrong. Alright, let's do this. There it is. Yeah, I think you should go and leave this to us now. Alright. Achievement unlocked Traveler. Right, I can pick another army. That's nice. I can pick an army to fight the Archdemon as well. The elves are still pretty strong, but I haven't used the mages at all as well. Is this a good place for mages? I mean, seems like there's a lot of areas where mages could... Oh, a ballista. Where mages could go without being attacked. Come on, let's call in the mages for this one. And yeah, this is it, guys. Let's do this. I wonder if this is actually fire damage, which... Oh, Irving! That is great. Irving is with us. Alright. Because if it's fire damage, I'm well prepared, since I do have a very high resistance against fire due to my armor. Okay, yeah, let's just do it like any other dragon, I suppose. No, don't do the jumping around thing. Don't do the jumping around thing. I hate the jumping around thing. Alright. I just need to make sure that our health stays high enough. And Morrigan... yeah, this is not going to work. Let's try this. I know this will catch us in the storm as well, but... And now he just disappears. That's not good. Okay, he's somewhere over there. Let's move over there quickly. Ah, Morrigan was actually clever and changed her blizzard to over there. Okay, where's he now? Alright. Man, this dragon is even more annoying than the one on the Frostback Mountain with its jumping around. Okay, I don't know if Misdirection Hex will do anything on it, but we'll try it. Battle mages, okay. Well, they seem to be doing alright. Whoa. Let's use a health potion. Oh, it stunned us. Let's use a group heal. And it flew away again. Roar. Well, Morrigan should use a group heal now. Yep, that was well timed. I see more yellow dots, I think. it summoned some allies. Cardol? Oh, isn't this from the Legion of the Dead? That's interesting. The rest are all mages, though, and Irving. Okay, yeah, I think I should continue with the Archdemon, and the normal Darkspawn can probably... Oh, I don't think I can get there. Oh, I see. Well, I guess then we'll take care of the other Darkspawn. And... hang on a second. Let's equip the Greater Health Potus as well. Alright, I'm coming. I'm coming and help you. With a war cry. Yeah, I think we need to take care of these guys first before we can continue with the Archdemon. Oh, we already lost several mages. Oh, get away from the mage. Alright, there's more. Oh, there's an emissary. I see you. You can take a lyrium potion. And then you can give me an anti-magic ward. And I will knock you over. Alright, let's... Ah, thank you, Morgan. I think she needed to get closer to me before she could actually use it. Alright. Emissary is down. Let's use a taunt. Alright. And this one. Scanlock Alpha. Let's get another group heal.
Is it time to kill something?
Oh, and yet another emissary. Okay. Ah, yes. There it is again. Man, my mages are almost all dead. Maybe I should have brought in someone else for this fight. Well, your sacrifice will be remembered, I guess. Alright. Doggy, you need a health potus. And now we continue. Health potus for you and delirium potion as well. And I'll take a health potus as well. And now let's continue. Okay. It's over here. I think I can actually call in another army once one is dead. So I may try the elves after that. Yeah, there's one valiant mage still alive. Morgan, I think you need to come a little bit closer. And then you can... Let's see. Let's try the misdirection hex one more time. And let's take care of these annoying grunts as well. And heal. Well, we are almost done with the Archdemon though. The health is pretty low. Unless it has some more tricks up its sleeve. This shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, I'm not taking any risks here. I will make sure I'm always properly healed. I have enough health potions at least for this battle, so this shouldn't be a trouble.
Got it.
Yeah, let's focus on the Archdemon, and the grunts are not that relevant right now. You can take one as well. Ooh.
Is it time to kill something?
I don't see anything with all the blood. Alistair, health potus. Alright, it's almost dead. It's almost dead. And yes! Ah, amazing. Woohoo! Amazing, we did it! We did it. Oh yes. Well, at least if the ritual didn't work, it would be her who's dead now. We did it. We did it.
And then it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king. Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still. An inspiration to all she saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I formally present my betrothed, who will soon be your queen.
So apparently it did work. Whew.
My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. As a reward, and as an engagement present, I offer you a boon of your choice.
Let's see, what do I want? A title and riches? I don't think so. I don't think she will take revenge on all the house that didn't have anything to do with Aalhouse treachery. Yeah, the sacrifice of the warden should not be forgotten again. This is a good thing, I believe.
Now that's a very good point. I think we can begin with a monument here in Denerim, dedicated to the Grey Wardens who have fallen. Duncan,
Yeah.
Riordan, all of them. And it is high time some scholars were collected to learn more about the Darkspawn. We'll face them again, with the dwarves as well as here. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. So what are your plans? I assume with the wedding you will be remaining in Ferelden.
Yeah, let's talk about this later. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Well, I hope you'll stay here in court while you decide. Your skills are sorely needed. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
Alright. Achievement unlocked, a dark promise. Oh. Quest completed. Does this mean, yes, my quest log is empty. This looks kind of depressing. So emptied. Okay, oh, we have a party now or something like that.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? I was so scared that I might lose you. But here you are. And here I am. Not bad, right? I bet this had something to do with that night. With Morrigan. Why you're still here, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not that dumb. The rest of the Grey Wardens haven't arrived yet from Morlaix. But they've already sent questions. What should I tell them? That a Maleficar saved you and then ran off to have my demon baby. That has a certain ring to it, right? No, I suppose I'll just keep that to myself. I can shrug and look stupid. It's a talent. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't want to be followed.
Very dramatic. I don't imagine she'd be easy to find if she didn't want to be. At any rate, I can't wait to be alone with you. These formal affairs drive me insane.
Yeah, meet you upstairs later.
Oh, I'll be waiting. Don't you worry. I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
Alright. Everyone is here. Well, except Morrigan, I guess.
So it survived after all. My impression that all creatures made of flesh were hopelessly squishy was, premature.
You're right about most people.
No doubt. It has proven to me, however, that fleshiness does not automatically mean squishiness. It has made me revise my opinion of its kind, my kind. I am, or at least was, a dwarf. A creature of flesh. I have to keep reminding myself that. In fact, I think I may even try to become one again.
Come again?
Wynn has offered to accompany me to Tevinter to speak with the mages there. The Circle of Minrathrus has the largest collection of arcane knowledge in Thedas. If it is possible to reverse this process, then the knowledge to do so will be there, or that is my hope.
Interesting.
And if not, then I will keep looking. I have nothing if not time, yes?
Yeah, I was hoping you would travel with me.
That is tempting. Very tempting. But no, this is something I must do. I intend to return eventually, unless I finally decide to destroy all pigeons everywhere. That may take a while, but otherwise I will come back. If it happens to one day see a tiny little dwarf who appears very nervous of being squished, that will be me. Until then, I wish it well. You have been a fine friend.
Well, thank you, Shale. Ah, this is my... This is my brother, right? Suddenly he's here?
When
Hello?
I heard that my little sister was not only a Grey Warden, but also leading Ferelden into battle, I was surprised, to put it mildly. Father, he would have been so proud of you. I know I am. You've done good.
Yeah, right. What happened to you, Fergus?
I never made it to the battle at Ostagar. We were still scouting in the wilds when we were attacked by a party of Darkspawn. Most of my men were killed. I woke up 2 weeks later in a chastened hut, wounded and feverish. By the time I was able to sneak out of the wilds, you were already marching to Denerim. I tried to get word to High Ever. You can imagine what happened, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm sorry about Oren and Oriana.
I'm trying not to think too much about them. Hal was a greedy, traitorous bastard. I just wish I'd been there to help you kill him. At least Amaranthine now belongs to the Grey Wardens. There's some justice in that, I think. I need to go back to High Ever. See if I can clean up the mess Hal made of it. I will see you soon, I hope.
Of course you
Good.
will.
High Ever won't be the same without everyone around. Take care of yourself, you hear? Or I'll find you and nag you like Mother did until you're ready to tear out your hair.
Okay, I must say this is a little bit sloppy. I think the last time Fergus was mentioned was basically when I arrived at Ostagar and it was like, no, he's here, you can't talk to him right now. And then nothing afterwards. I mean, with all the trivial side quests we did, there could have been some side quests where she tries to find out what happened to her brother, I think. And now he just magically reappears at the end of the game. That is hilarious. Oh well.
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the Civil War and then defeated the Blight. On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's good that you're staying here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden will have influence, and there is much to be done. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being. Connor seems well enough, and Isolde refuses to speak of what happened. She says she never wants to go back. I cannot thank you enough for saving them. They are the joy of my existence. Tell me, have you noticed anything strange about the lad? He seems quiet.
Consider what he's been through.
Ah, you are no doubt correct. It is my imagination, I am sure. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
Alright. Liliana? She has her luck with
So
her.
here we are. The conquering heroine has won the day, and now she takes her bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
But I'm not going anywhere.
But I may be, I'm afraid. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. You should know. I'm thinking of going back to Orlais for a while, to find Marjolaine. I don't know how long I'll be gone.
Are you coming back?
I'll try. This is something I have to do, however, on my own. Perhaps we will see each other when I return. I look forward to it. Until then, be well. May the Maker watch over you.
Alright, thank you, Liliana. Hey, Severin!
I will be relieved when all this pomp and ceremony is done.
You look fine!
Such events are perfect opportunities for assassins, after all. I can't help but expect the crows to appear at any moment. Which would be a welcome break, mind you.
Such fancy clothing. You think the crows would still come after you?
Eventually. With Taliesin dead, it may take them time to figure out what has happened. But they are like the tides, predictable. You know, it does occur to me that staying in one place is only going to invite the crows to find me that much quicker. While fun, that might eventually get complicated. You said earlier that you are planning on remaining here. Is that true?
You aren't thinking of leaving, are you?
That was the idea. See the world, meet some people, rub a few of them blind. Do you have something different in mind?
You're welcome to stay, of
Then
course.
let the crows bring it on. I can mock them while you crush their skulls. It's the sort of thing that made us friends, after all. Brings a tear to the eye, really. Well then, since I am sticking around, I suppose we'll have plenty of time to speak later, yes? So go on and get paraded about. It's fun to watch. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you and make sure no one gets a clear shot. Not without paying me a great deal of coin, anyhow.
Alright, that's fair. Win?
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel?
They could have thought of a better name.
Alistair's idea, I understand. Which should explain much.
Alright.
But it's not so bad, is it? A blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
Yep, I didn't do it on my own.
I don't think many heroes ever do. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me to take over as first enchanter, but I don't wish to go back. Not after all this. Instead, I've decided to travel. Shale has expressed a desire to go to Devinter to look into a way to regain her mortality. And I will join her.
Well, sounds like fun.
I understand you are remaining in Denerim, so we will likely see each other a great deal. I look forward to it. For now, I imagine the hero of Ferelden still has much to do. Good luck.
Alright. Right, my boys are over here. Ah, look. Look who's there.
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it.
That would explain
Go
it.
figure.
Enjoying yourself already, I see.
After what we went through, I think I've earned it. I think you've earned it. So I guess you're staying here in Denerim? Unless my hearing's bad, which happens.
Why, what are you doing?
I'm thinking I'll stick around myself, at least for a bit. I'm getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again, see where that goes.
I actually thought the girl on your right was Felsi. She kinda looks like her, but apparently not. I'm glad. I hope you two are happy.
I'll drink to that. Ah, well, enough babbling. That pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice. I aim to prove him wrong.
Oh no, Tegan, why did you do that? You provoked him. Don't ever change, Owen.
Who, me? It's been good traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
Yeah, I mean, come on, she totally looks like Felsi. Could have sworn. Hey, Stan.
It is good to see you again, Kadan. These people, they call you hero. It is a strange word, but I think I understand its meaning. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
Do the Kunari celebrate and put on parades?
When a Kunoran Vale is declared, certainly. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
That would be quite a sight.
It is interesting. It can take days for the Ben Hasrath to restore order. There may even be executions. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
And I was just starting to get used to you.
And I to you, strangely enough. It must be said. You found my sword and gave me a chance to restore my honor. I owe you a great debt.
You owe me nothing, Stan.
Some debts cannot be discarded. There will come a time when I will return, and then it shall be done. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.
Farewell, Stan. Okay, I guess I talked to everyone. I can't talk to my dog, so that's not possible. Alright, let's
Are you
go.
ready, my lady? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yes, I'm ready, let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
In the month that followed his coronation, Alistair proved to be a popular king, if largely unwilling to involve himself in the matters of governing. He travelled often, making appearances in towns throughout Ferelden to the great delight of the commoners. They referred to him as a king with a common touch, even if few knew it was simple aversion to life at court. Okay. Skadi married King Alistair in a lavish ceremony 6 months after his coronation, becoming the princess consort of Ferelden. The two toured the nation soon afterwards, and the people were ecstatic to see how the king adored his new bride. Aww. Rumors that the urn of sacred ashes had been found and that it was used to heal Archdemon of his poisoning circulated in Ferelden in the months following the Darkspawn defeat. Slowly at first, and then with growing frequency as the Grand Cleric failed to deny them. Once the Chantry made several attempts to verify the rumors, however, there came an official decree that no resting place for the ashes had been found. If the urn of sacred ashes was in those ruins once, it was no longer. Ah, interesting. Following the months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created, and First Enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of new hope to the elves. That is nice, Alistair. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Archdemon remained in Denerim for some time, acting as the Chancellor and Chief Advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon abdicated in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. Alright. The tavern in Redcliffe village, now run by Bella, was renamed the Grey Warden's Rest. It echoes with tales of how the hero of Ferelden saved the village and healed Archdemon with the sacred ashes of Andraste. Few believe that such tales could possibly be true. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. That's nice as well. The new keeper, Lanaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as in the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her to help resolve disputes with human folk. In time, many of the Dalish clans moved to the new land provided for them in the south near Ulstergar. Wary of their human neighbors, however, tensions soon again rose, and only Keeper Lanaya's leadership kept peace alive. In Orzammar, King Harriman found himself in a protracted battle against Balin's rebellion that left him unable to gain the stability he needed. The clan lords objected to many of his measures in the assembly, and only his efforts to increase the dwarf's isolation from the surface met with any success. In time, Haramon's health began to fail. Some claimed it was poison, while others said it was a flagging spirit. Either way, after a protracted illness, the king finally passed away. Oh. The wrangling in the assembly for a successor began almost immediately. Well, that's great. The dwarven mage... Well, I don't think she's really a mage, isn't she? Is she? Dagna ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt circle tower on the surface. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. Well, that is nice. This inspired mages from other parts of Thedas to establish a new circle of magi in Orzammar itself, one that had ready access to dwarven lyrium and lies outside the Chantry's power completely. The willingness of Orzammar to harbor apostates sparked outrage that began whispers that the Divine was contemplating a new exalted march. Well, that's not so nice. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the anvil's remains. They examined the runes of the anvil and, upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shapebraid to attempt to recreate Karadin's research. Oh no! A new golem was created bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the Smith case to reopen Karadin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morrigan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morrigan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with child. Okay, Morrigan, I wish you good luck. As for Skadi's companions, they went their separate ways. Alistair remained in Denerim with his love for a time, much to Queen Enora's discomfort. He was eventually called to the far fortress at Weisthaupt, the home of the Grey Wardens, and swore he would return to his love site soon. That is kind of weird. I mean, Enora isn't queen. That's strange. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was rooted and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. Alright? Man, that is a lot of stuff to read. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the shining sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Skadi sank her blade in the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of her, however. Alright, I guess that's it. Yeah, this is our credits. Ah, man, this game, I think I have been playing this game for almost 4 months now. I didn't really expect it to take this long. But yeah, it's done. It's finally done. So, I think the credits are a good time and place to maybe give some sort of final verdict on the game. I mean, this episode is going to be longer than normal, but I don't want to split this into 2 parts, so it's going to be an extra long episode, I guess. So, yeah, I don't think I have to tell you that I really, really enjoyed the game. I hope it showed during this playthrough. Maybe let's start with a few points that I don't even want to say that were bad, because that would be quite an overstatement. But maybe some slight criticism. First of all, I guess the combat system felt a little bit clunky at times, and I mean, it is an older game, so it felt a bit outdated, I guess. took me a while to get used to, but then again, I was a bit stupid at it sometimes. But I received a lot of help in the comments, giving me useful hints, so that helped a lot. Another part that I felt could have been done better, some missions were overly long. I'm looking at you, Deep Roads. But, for example, the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest was pretty long as well. And it was basically always the same pattern. You had, a hallway that led into a room or a cave, and you had like 8 to 10 enemies in there, and you would kill them, and you had another hallway and another cave with 10 enemies, and so on and so on. And then you continue and repeat this over and over again for 2 hours, in case of the Deep Roads. And it felt a bit too stretched out in some cases. There were also some very strange difficulty spikes. Like in this Temple of Sacred Ashes was one area where I was completely overwhelmed by Drakelings and mages. Of course, I wasn't very good in that fight to begin with. But another example would be Javia. I mean, the Javia quest was right after the Provings, and the Provings were pretty easy. And then came Javia right after that. And she was really difficult, and it didn't really match. So there were some weird difficulty spikes, but yeah. And yeah, I guess a final point, and I already mentioned this before, I felt I was a little bit too dependent on certain characters, like Wynne as a healer and Liliana as a rogue to open chests. I know I could have taught Zevran to open chests, and I gave Morrigan some healing skills. But still, since they already came equipped with certain skills, it didn't really make that much sense to equip other people with the same skills. So maybe, I don't know, ability to respec your companions would have been nice, or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I would say could have been done better. So maybe let's talk about what I liked. Everything else, I guess. I really liked the writing in the game. I mean, the dialogues felt very natural, and I would imagine it's not easy to write these dialogues in a way that they feel natural, considering all the different answer possibilities that you have, and the conversations still have to flow well. And they did that really well. And oh, I may need to mute this song because I don't want to get copyright trouble with that, because I'm pretty sure this is just some normal rock song. Yeah, I'm going to mute this. And yeah, so the dialogues were very well written, and the characters were obviously really good, as some more than others, but overall I liked them all. I thought Alistair and Morrigan were just amazing together. I guess the ones that I liked the least were ironically the ones that I had to take along a lot, namely Wynne and Liliana. I didn't dislike them, but I felt they weren't as interesting as the rest. Stan was very difficult, getting to know him. But, I mean, he had lots of interesting lore about the Qunari. And I still feel that I don't really know that much about the Qunari, even with all that Stan has told me. And I think I missed some dialogues from him, which was just bad luck, I guess. Zevran was really funny. I felt that maybe they reduced him a little bit too much on all his, sexual exploits. But at the end, I mean, we got to know a little bit more about him, and they made him a little bit deeper, I guess, because for the longest time he was basically, just the elf that tried to have sex with everyone, and they made it better towards the end. Same with Ogun. Ogun was hilarious, maybe a bit stereotypical, the drunk dwarf, but I liked him. And then there was Shale, and I think Shale was probably one of my favorite characters because she was just she was just weird and funny, and I really liked her. And I don't understand why they only made her a DLC character, because I think she totally deserved to be a full character. I mean, I guess she was a full character because she had, just as much dialogue and her own missions and all that stuff. But yeah, Shale was great. I really liked Shale. Yeah, as for the rest of the story, I mean, I already said very early in the game that they used a lot of fantasy genre set pieces and such stuff, but they executed them very well. And I think this is more important. As I always like to say, originality is overrated. Sometimes it's better to do something that isn't really original, but do it really good, than try to do something that is, new and original, but just, executed badly. And I think that even so, they did manage to bring in enough new and unique ideas to make the story not completely generic. I mean, there were a lot of generic elements, but again, they were put together really well, so I don't really mind. I think the story was okay. It was very straightforward. It had a nice message, unite all the lands to fight against evil. That is very classic, I would say. And the fact that you could make all the different decisions to influence the story in a certain way also stopped the story from being too predictable. I mean, I guess it was a little bit predictable, but just the fact that you could, steer the story to a certain extent helped a lot. And yeah, the music was great. I won't really comment on the graphics because the game is a few years old, and I think for that it looked fine. They obviously had a very good artistic concept for the different places. For example, I noticed that the certain areas that you would visit, they had certain color schemes. For example, the Mage Tower was kind of like purplish, except for parts in the Fade, and the Brazilian Forest was like so green, slightly yellow. Orzammar was red, and the rest of Ferelden was mostly brown and gray and stuff like that. So they had a good concept. They had a good concept there. So yeah, it's been a really, really good game, and it's not over yet because there's still more stuff for me to do. So what's going to be next? A few episodes ago, I asked you if there is a certain order for the DLC or the bonus content or whatever you want to call it. And I got a lot of feedback on that, so thanks for that. There were some variations in the suggestions, but pretty much everyone said to play Awakening before Witch Hunt, and most people did put the Golems of Amgarak in between those two. And the other two DLC can basically be played whenever. So I have decided that I'm going to continue with Awakenings first. Before I do this, I will take a short break, about a week, because I've been uploading one episode per day ever since this started, and I can use a short break. Plus, I won't be here at home over the holidays anyway, because I'm visiting parents and grandparents and stuff. So this is actually quite a good timing to take a break. And I will return with the first episode of Awakenings on Wednesday the 30th. So that's tomorrow in a week. So basically there's 1 week of no uploads and no content, which maybe also gives people a chance to catch up if they haven't been able to keep up with the daily uploads. Or you may know maybe they just started late, because even now my first episodes are still getting lots of views, and I'm really amazed and happy about that. So yeah, you have some time to catch up. And in a week, I will be back with Dragon Age Awakenings. And I haven't completely decided what to do after that. I will definitely play Witch Hunt. I do want to play Liliana's Song. I do kind of like the premise of the Darkspawn Chronicles. So I think I will do that as well. I'm undecided about the Golems of Amgarek, if I want to do that or not. We will see about that. Because I still kind of want to do the other origin stories, as I have mentioned in an earlier episode. But I don't want to drag out the time too long until I start Dragon Age 2, which will happen eventually as well. So yeah, first of all, Awakenings tomorrow in a week. And everything else we will see after that. So we're back at the title screen, so I guess this is a good time to finish this episode, the last episode of Dragon Age Origins. I really want to thank you all for watching and commenting and liking, and it's been really, really amazing. I mean, this has been my first Let's Play, and it has by far exceeded my expectations in terms of feedback and resonance. So yeah, thank you all. I hope every one of you will come back and watch Dragon Age Awakenings. Until then, have a good time, have nice holidays if you're celebrating, and see you again next time.